Hello and welcome to a trip into the lives of the world's rarest women, the tough Queen's women, whose strength and knowledge last through the ages, whose stories are filled with truth, whose habits are strong enough to motivate us to become the best versions of ourselves. And now for the catch. These habits aren't just motivational quotes. They've been used for hundreds of years by women who have faced huge problems with grace and courage. Today we'll talk about the 10 habits that have changed the lives of these amazing women, giving you a plan for how to develop your own Stoic mindset if you want to live a life of tranquility, unwavering character, and inner peace in the midst of chaos. Watch this video to learn how to do it. Stay with us until the end, because each habit we talk about will help you become more like these timeless virtues. But before we start this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more powerful tips on how to live a meaningful, impactful life. Let's walk this path together. Habit 1. Getting into the mood of being thankful. Stoic queens know that gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a disciplined way of thinking that changes how they experience life. They know that always wanting more can make them unhappy, so they choose to intentionally focus on the abundance in their lives. This practice goes beyond just feeling thankful. It's not enough for them to just count their blessings. They need to develop a deep appreciation for everything about their lives, even the problems they face. Stoic queens see problems not as setbacks, but as chances to grow, welcoming them with gratitude for the lessons they teach. Stoic queens show gratitude every day in a variety of ways. Some write down what they're thankful for every day to keep their minds positive. Others take breaks throughout the day to enjoy the beauty around them, whether it's the sun's warmth, the laughter of loved ones, or the satisfaction of a job well done. Stoic queens also show gratitude directly to others, acknowledging the support and kindness they receive from friends, family, and co-workers. Finally, they show gratitude to themselves, celebrating their own successes and progress, no matter how small. They know that self-appreciation is just as important as appreciating the world around them. By doing these things on a regular basis, they develop a mindset that sees the world through a lens of abundance instead of scarcity. This helps them deal with the unknowns of life with strength and hope, knowing that gratitude is a source of inner peace that they can access at any time. Mastering gratitude doesn't mean Stoic queens don't deal with problems or challenges. Instead, they choose to see them in a way that strengthens their faith in the goodness of life, which helps them stay grounded and happy even when things are hard. A problem. Through this practice, they build a foundation of positivity that lets them live with joy, purpose, and determination. Inner strength. Making deliberate judgment a habit. As a way to make decisions, Stoic queens practice deliberate discernment, which is the art of carefully weighing one's options to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and intention. These women know that not every chance, invitation, or cause is worth their time and energy, so they don't act on impulse or react emotionally. Instead, they exercise patience and reason. This discernment comes from having a clear understanding of their values, goals, and priorities. When faced with choices, Stoic queens pause to think about how each choice fits with their deeper sense of purpose. They ask themselves, does this action align with my values? Will this choice move me closer to my goals? If so, how does this action move me away from my goals? After thinking about these questions, they carefully weigh their options, making sure to focus on what really matters. Figuring out the limits of your power is another part of discernment. Stoic queens are very good at figuring out what they can control and what they can't. This understanding helps them avoid the emotional exhaustion that comes from trying to control the things they can't. Instead, they focus their energy on areas where they can make a meaningful difference, whether it's in their relationships, careers, or personal pursuits. They choose to invest in paths that foster growth and fulfillment. Moreover, discernment requires the humility to admit when a path no longer serves them. Stoic queens aren't afraid to recalibrate their course, knowing that change is sometimes necessary for personal evolution. They let go of what doesn't align with their purpose, even if it's challenging, and embrace new opportunities that fit their purpose, changing our vision. By using careful discernment, these women make a life that fits their deepest desires. They stay focused despite the many distractions in today's world, avoiding the pitfalls of comparison and social pressure. Their choices show that they have clear thinking, which leads them to a life of important engagement and inner peace. Habit 3. The Stoic queens start daily reflection. Daily reflection is an important part of their spiritual practice and a key part of their strength and knowledge. They set aside time at the beginning or end of each day to think about their actions, emotions, and thoughts. In this quiet space, they write in a mindful journal about their day, including its high points, low points, and the many emotions they felt. By putting their thoughts on paper, they gain insight into their inner selves and learn what motivates and holds them back. Being still another thing to help them think about through Arsenal. They can center themselves in the present moment, blocking out the noise of everyday life to focus on their inner world. In this state of stillness, they face their weaknesses and desires, accepting them without judgment and seeing them as chances to grow. Stoic queens know that life is a journey that is always changing. They keep track of their progress by noticing patterns in their behavior and judging how closely their actions line up with their core values. When they make mistakes, they treat them with compassion and see them as valuable lessons rather than failures. Each moment of reflection helps them get better at their good qualities and get rid of the bad ones that get in the way of their growth. By focusing on themselves, this practice helps people gain a deep understanding of themselves and their surroundings, which equips them to handle life's obstacles with wisdom and calm. Queens who are reserved choose to be that way. Self-awareness and a desire to keep getting better guide them. When they finish their daily reflections, they have a stronger sense of purpose, a clear vision for the future, and the strength to handle whatever comes their way. Stoic queens are very aware of how unpredictable life is. They know that the universe is beyond their control, and that fighting against the flow of events only causes needless pain. Adopting an attitude of radical acceptance, or amati, these women welcome both good luck and bad luck with open arms. They believe that every moment is perfect just the way it is because it is part of a bigger plan that they don't fully understand yet. Instead of fighting challenges or complaining about problems, they see them as necessary parts of the recipe for their unique life. Go on a journey like an artist using an unexpected brush. Turns into a beauty, queens who are stoic know how to carefully work setbacks into their own stories, turning problems into opportunities for growth. This way of thinking helps them stay strong when things go wrong, taking on life's challenges with grace and unwavering calm. When things go wrong, they don't dwell on how unfair life is or feel sorry for themselves. Instead, they ask themselves what valuable lessons these experiences can teach them. Teaches them to be deeply grateful and humble as they realize that the things they can't change are often the very things that change them the most. Stoic queens learn to trust the process, knowing that everything happens for a reason, even if it's not clear at the time. By accepting amor fati, they let go of the need to control what they can't change and focus on changing their own thoughts, actions, and reactions. This not only gives them peace of mind, but also the courage to face life's difficulties head-on. This is Habit 5. Keeping a strong moral compass. Stoic queens know that the things that guide them are one of the most important things in their lives is their moral compass, which is based on the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and strengthened by their own life experiences. They believe that virtues like honesty, justice, and integrity are not just abstract ideas, but practical rules for everyday life. By sticking to these principles without wavering, they can navigate the complicated world of today with clarity and purpose, avoiding the pitfalls of moral relativism. These women know that having strong morals. CompUS isn't about being perfect. It's about striving for consistent, ethical behavior. They don't let outside influences like societal norms or changing trends change their values. Instead, they are guided by an internal compass that points to the true north of virtue, which helps them make decisions that are in line with their deepest beliefs, whether they're in personal relationships, work, or social interactions. People around Stoic queens always act in ways that are in line with their values, which builds trust and respect. Their dedication to integrity pushes others to follow the same rules. The Stoic queens know that living a good life inspires others to seek a life based on justice and compassion. They become moral beacons, leading those who are lost in ethical ambiguity to a life of purpose and authenticity. By keeping a strong moral compass, they make sure that their actions always reflect their values, leaving a legacy of righteousness that goes beyond their own lives and affects future generations. This is Habit 6. The Stoic queens find strength in community. Community isn't just being around other people, it's also about building relationships that are meaningful and in line with their values and beliefs. They know that the path to wisdom and peace can be difficult, and that having a supportive community is key to staying grounded and strong. These women are intentional about choosing the people in their inner circle, making sure it includes people who inspire, uplift, and challenge them to be the best versions of themselves. The power of collective wisdom. They get strength from the different experiences and insights of their community, whether they're having deep philosophical conversations, talking about their personal struggles, or celebrating their successes. The sense of camaraderie among them makes them strong. They find comfort in knowing that others have been through similar things, and they get ideas from their stories when things get hard. In times of trouble, their community gives them a safe place to talk about their vulnerabilities without fear of being judged. Moreover, Stoic queens don't just take from their community, they give back generously. They recognize the importance of reciprocity and actively contribute to the well-being of their peers through mentorship, listening, or simply being a comforting presence. They strengthen the bonds within their network, making it a wellspring of mutual growth and support. The relationships they cultivate are not just transactional, but deeply transformed. Active in this network, trust is built on shared experiences and aligned intentions, making it a place where each member feels genuinely seen and heard. The Stoic queens foster an environment where each individual can thrive, learning from one another and building a collective resilience that fortifies them against the uncertainties of life in a world that often emphasizes individuality to the point of isolation. The Stoic queens embody the principle that true strength lies in unity. They remind us that we are not alone on our journey, and that by embracing the wisdom, a community that supports us, we find the strength to handle life's challenges with grace and knowledge. Habit of learning new things throughout life. The queens of Stoicism represent the spirit of constant growth because they know that learning never ends and is a dynamic process that changes with us. They think that knowledge is like a flame that needs to be fed and cared for all the time. Because of this way of thinking, they see every day as a chance to learn something new, whether it's through school, self-study, or life events. Literature that stretches their imaginations and challenges their minds is what they read non-stop. They find wisdom in both old and new works. They look for information not only in books, but also in the world around them. They're eager to have deep conversations with people from all walks of life because they value the unique perspectives that come from those interactions. Queens who are calm and collected go into conversations with an open mind, ready to learn and listen. They know that knowledge can be found in the strangest places. They learn from more than just books and conversations. They see learning chances in everything they do. They see problems and mistakes as chances to learn and improve their understanding of life. They are open to change and quick to adapt. They know that their beliefs and points of view can always be improved by constantly self-reflecting. They make sure that their actions are in line with their values, making sure that their growth is not only intellectual but also moral. In their quest for lifelong learning, they keep a humble attitude, knowing that there is always more to learn and that each new discovery is a stepping stone to deeper understanding. They welcome change and adapt willingly, keeping up with a world that is always changing. This way of thinking helps them navigate life with a sense of purpose, curiosity, and resilience, letting them set a good example and encourage others to go on their own paths to knowledge. Habit 8. Stoic queens who practice mindful simplicity know that mental, physical, and emotional clutter can make it hard to make decisions and focus on what's really important in life. For people who practice mindful minimalism, living a simple life helps them focus on what's important. They get rid of physical clutter on purpose, knowing that a clean, organized space can help them think more clearly. In their homes, you'll only find essential items that are either useful or have special meaning to them. This goes out. When it comes to their digital life, they limit computer time and pick and choose what information they take in so that they don't get too distracted by things that aren't important. This helps them avoid mental and emotional clutter. They choose to let go of bad relationships and thoughts that don't help them by separating themselves from worries and concerns that don't serve them, making room in your mind for growth and happiness. This minimalist way of thinking shows in how they handle commitments and duties as well. They say no to things that aren't necessary and instead spend their time and energy on things that are in line with their values and hobbies. Mindful minimalism is not about not having anything or being strict, but about being thoughtful. Stout queens put quality over number in everything they do, from their clothes to their friendships, by focusing on what they find to be most important. Freedom from the demands of consumerism and social norms, and instead finding happiness and fulfillment in the smallest things. They know that abundance isn't how much you have, but how much you appreciate what you do have. By avoiding noise and clutter, these women find peace and simplicity, which helps them live a meaningful and peaceful life. Habit 9. Cultivating compassion and empathy. In a world that feels more and more divided, the Stoic queens have learned how to truly care about others. With their steadfast kindness, they show others the way to the deep truth that everyone they meet is fighting. They fight unseen battles and face challenges that are unique to their own journey. This knowledge shapes everything they do and makes them treat others with kindness, patience, and genuine care. Stoic queens don't just say they believe in these virtues, they live them out in every conversation. They listen with intent, being a supportive presence that makes others feel seen and valued. They also embrace the flaws of humanity, both in themselves and in others, knowing that harsh judgment only makes things worse. The gap between people by creating a space where acceptance and openness can grow. They give others the freedom to be themselves without worrying about being judged. Their compassion goes beyond their close friends and family, which affects how they see problems in society. They are often the first to help others in need, giving their time, money, and energy to causes that align with their values, whether it's by taking direct action or just listening with compassion. They make important contributions that lead to positive change in their communities. In addition to showing compassion to others, Stoic queens also follow these principles internally. They look at their own flaws and mistakes with forgiveness and understanding. They can go through life without feeling guilty or critical of themselves when they realize that real understanding starts inside. Because they know that compassion is a practice that needs constant care, they give it their all. In a world that can feel harsh and unforgiving, the Stoic Queen's commitment to compassion and empathy is a powerful reminder of the difference one person can make. Their lives show the transformative power of kindness, making connections that go beyond differences and giving hope to those who have the honor of crossing their paths. Living with a strong desire for stern Queen's life is not simply about existing, but thriving with purpose and passion. They recognize that purpose is not a distant destination, but the compass guiding them through the journey of life. This compass is rooted in their core values and beliefs, giving their actions meaning and significance. Every day they channel their passion into activities that align with their goals and aspirations, whether that's nurturing their family, excelling in their careers, pursuing creative interests, or engaging in community service. They understand that passion isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a deep-seated energy that propels them to wake up every day with excitement and determination. They approach life with intentionality, understanding that their time and energy are precious resources that must be invested wisely. Therefore, they don't waste these resources on distractions or pursuits that don't align with their purpose. Instead, they are deliberate about what they take on, ensuring that every task, relationship, and challenge contributes positively to their life's journey. Their passion isn't just about getting what they want, it's a light that shines for other people. Tough queens inspire those around them through their unwavering dedication and enthusiasm. They uplift their communities, motivate their teams, and nurture their families, becoming beacons of positivity and strength. They understand that passion isn't just about what you do, but how you do it. By embodying this passion in their everyday actions, they create ripples of change that extend beyond themselves. Living with purposeful passion also means embracing the challenges that come their way. They know that obstacles are inevitable, but don't let setbacks deter them from their path. Instead, they face challenges with a resilient spirit, learning from each experience and growing stronger. This resilience allows them to maintain their passion even during tough times, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Ultimately, Stoic queens recognize that a purposeful, passionate life is a gift to themselves and the world they live each day, with a sense of wonder and gratitude, appreciating the beauty in the small moments and striving to leave a legacy of positivity, wisdom, and love. By embodying this habit, they not only transform their own lives, but also touch the lives of everyone they meet. Don't just watch from the sidelines, take a step towards